if you look on the Council of Europe website, you will see that the Hansa can be seen as a medieval forerunner of the European Union. You know, it had European values. It shared core European values like free trade and free movement and protection of citizens and democracy. It's a really romantic view, but I think it's a wrong one. I think the Hansa was the exact opposite of a free trade bloc like the EU. You know, especially after about 1400, it usually sought to act as a protectionist cartel. It tried to protect its members against disruptive competition. It, secured cartel profits for its members, but it harmed rival merchants and ordinary consumers. It didn't even guarantee free trade among the different Hansa cities. So these continued to erect trade barriers against merchants from other Hansa cities. They used their so-called staple regulations as much against each other as they did against non-Hanseatics. Gdansk was a famous Hansa city that used these sort of regulations against the others. To give an example, in the 14th century, merchants from the other Hanseatic towns accused the Cologne merchants of excluding them from the Hansa's privileges in London. Prussian merchants complained that Lübeck merchants tried to exclude them in Novgorod. So they were even, trying to act like monopolists against each other. And the other thing that they're not like the EU is that they limited the free movement of people. So each Hansa city had barriers to immigration. It might let in individual traders, but deny them citizenship, so they couldn't become merchants. And then in the 15th century, the Hansa started limiting access to citizenship. So it imposed birth requirements. It excluded the Dutch and the English and the Jews and, anyone that was locally not liked, they would exclude from trade. So, it isn't really the way that the EU either is or wants to be seen.